What's up, guys? What's up? What's going on? Alrighty. In this video, I want to talk about the illusory divide, primarily focusing on the two-party system in the US. You got Democrats, you got Republicans, and they're both angry. If you're identified with a Democrat, if you're identified as a Republican, and that runs your show in some way, you're going to be angry, you're going to be in suffering, because that's the whole fucking point. There's shackles when you're so identified with anything in life. And again, that's the point of the two-party system. If you think anyone on any side of the United States political system is going to save you or make things better or is in the best interest of the people, you are living an illusion. But what about Trump? Guys, you don't even have to go into certain relationships he has with the Musks of the world and the Israels of the world and, pushing the juice. All those things aside, and yes, is he funny sometimes? Yes, he is funny. Am I more leaning towards that side than the communist with rainbow stickers and Trader Joe's rainbow colored communist Democrat side? Yes, I'm more leaning towards that side. But again, I don't identify with either, because they're both mechanisms of control. They're both not in my best interest. They both have a ton of unconscious shadow elements to them. They are both controlled parties. They are both being used to control the human population in the US. They are both used to harvest the energy of the people in the US by having them constantly be mad. And when you're mad, you're giving away your energy to something else outside of you. You're not using it to create what you want in your life. Right? I see so much it's victimhood. It's victimhood central, guys. Even on the Republican side, oh, look at the gas prices going up. Oh, and look, have compassion for yourself, sure. And yet at the same time, notice when you're playing in victim mode. Because if you're bitching and complaining about gas prices going up a couple cents or $1, I guarantee you in some way in your life, you're in victim mode. If you're worried about, food prices going up, it's not going to serve you to play into the Republican wallowing of, oh, it's Joe Biden's fault. No, Joe Biden can't walk in a straight line. He can't read off a teleprompter. It's clearly not Joe Biden's fault, guys. Perhaps the people who are controlling that, yes. But it's not about wallowing in the victimhood of what they want you to wallow in. Right, on the other side, oh, these people aren't getting the juice. Oh, these people are, they can't see how evil Trump is, right? They want you to be mad at Trump still. I mean, I can't, it's a testament to the level of mind control and unconsciousness on this planet that people are still mad at Trump. Like, that's how disempowered people are these days. They're still mad at this man who is, high-fiving the other side behind our backs. Like, it's all one big club and we're not part of it, as George Carlin brilliantly said. So again, it's not about identifying so much with these parties because they're the same devil. They're the same manipulation, just the different side of the coin. It's about no longer playing the game. It's about living an empowered life, because neither the powers that control both sides, that's their worst nightmare, because that's you exiting the control arena, if you will. They don't want empowered human beings. If there's any sides, there's disempowered human beings and there's empowered human beings that aren't in that game. Right? If you're worried about gas prices, if you're worried about inflation, if you're worried about food, it's not going to serve you to be a victim around those things. Your energy can be spent creating new systems, creating solutions to those problems that have been created by people in those two-party systems. When we start to realize the illusory nature of this divide, that's when we can start really, again, creating new systems and start coming together. And not being hypnotized by the theatrics on the news, the theatrics in politics. It's all theatrics, guys. The people who have been pulling the strings are very, very gifted at mind control and manipulation. The conquer and divide. They're very good at it. It's their full-time job. Because they know once the people stop dividing, their game is over. They have to put down their marionettes and they have to face the consequences. So, again, if you're playing in this divide still, ask yourself why. Why do you hate Trump so much? Why do you give that much power to that guy? Why do you hate Biden so much? Can you not have compassion for him who's clearly, on his way out soon? Why do you give so much power away to, mandates and things like that? It's the illusion that these people have power over us, you see? When you get angry at the government officials or a mandate or mommy or daddy or whatever it is, it's the illusion that they have power over you when they don't. And that's exactly what they want. They want you to get angry. They want people to not only wear the mask, they want the anti-maskers to get angry too, and to harvest their anger and have them focus on that and have them be in disempowered states and feel like the government's ruining their life. That's what they want. They don't care what side you're on, sweetheart. They don't care what side you're on. They really don't. They just need you to be on a side. They don't want you to identify as the source, as the consciousness that you are. They want you to be white or they want you to be black. They want you to be gay. They want you to be straight. They want you to be for transgender. They want you to hate transgender. They want sides. They want sides and they want victims on both of those sides, because then your focus is not on the true problem, if there is any problem at all, but it's on your friends and your brothers and sisters. That's the illusion happening right now, especially in America. The sides are illusory. They're not real. We want the same things. We want freedom, right? we want to feel safe. We want freedom over our bodies. And it's crazy that there can be one narrative of, my body, my choice, but that's conditional only for this thing, for this topic, not your choice, right? We need to see the lunacy in what we're being fed. Because when we move past the fear and see the lunacy in what we're being fed, we no longer participate in it. These systems, guys, that have been controlling us for many of us, most of our lives, they need our energy. They're very weak on their own. And this two-party political system in America is very weak, very corrupt. It needs our human energy. It needs the energy of the populace, of the citizens. Because if it don't have that, it can't use it against us. It's so weak. So I hope this video helps. And I hope that the charge that you may have against Republicans or Democrats or whatever it is, that we can start to lessen that charge and see that it's all bullshit. Here, that's not serving us. And those people that the news wants you to think are your enemies are perhaps some of your best friends, perhaps have so much in common with you. Perhaps it's just the trauma or the mind control that's creating that division that's an illusion anyways. Perhaps the things you hate about Trump, someone hates about Biden. Perhaps, the fear that a woman has about not being able to have control over her body is the same fear that someone feels on the Republican side of not having control over what chemicals get pumped into their body, or else they'll lose their job and their livelihood to support their children. We get to come together, guys. We will not get out of this, and we do get out of this, so I have faith and I have a knowingness, which is even stronger than faith, but we move through this much quicker when we come together, when we eventually come together and drop all the bullshit and watch these systems crumble in on each other. Watch these news anchors start. Guys, they are terrified of this. They can put on the face, they can hide behind their money, they can hide behind their microphone with millions of people watching still, or maybe not on CNN anymore, but they can hide behind all this, the power of the money, the late night bullshit, right? But I promise you, when we stop giving our power to them, they have very little. They are very, very weak. Because they're not based in God. They're not based in love. They're based in coercion. They're based in mind control. They're based in fear. They're based in this idea of, I need to control all these people so I'm enough. As David Icke says, they're little girls and little boys in short trousers, right? They're scared. And at the end of the day, that's the energy that's been controlling the entire human collective. And when we start coming together and realizing there's not actually a divide, we've just been programmed to think there is a divide, that's when we'll make huge strides as a human collective, and especially in the U.S. That is in deep doo now. So, all right, guys, thank you. Give this video a like, comment, subscribe. Donations are very much appreciated and can be made in the pinned comment or in my link tree. Check out my conscious short stories that I'll be adding to on Patreon. If you feel a call to work with me one-on-one for energy sessions, those are available and can be made via the pinned comment or on my link tree account. All right, guys, I love you. Have a wonderful rest of your Monday. I'll talk to you soon in my next video. Peace.